Hey folks, CJ from Team SpinUp here. I'm going to walk you through some tips and tricks from working from home and using SpinUp cloud servers. So the first thing we're going to focus on is we've had some questions around how to adjust your Internet Explorer security settings. So I'm going to walk you through how to change the settings that will allow you to use the internet as if it were on a regular browser, server, or home computer. It takes a moment to load up here. When you first log in, it's going to bring you to the server management screen, which is exactly where we need to be. So as soon as this loads up, we can get going. These are just initial settings that you'll need to change the very first time you use it. Once you've set these settings, you won't have to make changes again, unless you spin up a new server. So this screen will load and you'll head to local server. This is going to bring us to the changes we can make within this server itself. And for the internet settings that we need to make changes to, it's going to be down here and it's going to say IE Enhanced Security Configuration, and it should be set to on by default. So if you click on it, it's going to have some options. We're going to turn it off for both admins and users, and we're going to click OK. Now this won't update right away, so the best thing to do to ensure that the policy's been applied to this user account is to log off and log back on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really fast. Now I'm logging in through the console. If you're logging in with Windows or remote desktop, it looks a little bit different. I will show you in just a moment what that looks like when we are making changes for printing. So we're going to wait for Server Manager to load. Local servers, IE Enhanced Security Configuration should be turned to off. Now this will allow you to use Internet Explorer without these restrictions. It'll also allow you to go to outside websites, Google, or any other work-related websites that you do. If you need to adjust the security settings further, you open Internet Options, Security, and then you can adjust this level to whatever suits your needs. Okay, so that should be good for our Windows server. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log off. And now I'm going to show you an example of how to use your home printer on your local machine with remote desktop. So we're going to add a new connection for our new server via the IP. I'm running on a MacBook Pro with Catalina. So I'll also do a tutorial using Windows to show you what that looks like. So on Add PC, you want to click on Devices and Audio, and you're going to check the printers box. This is going to allow your local machine to talk to your cloud server and connect to your local printer at home. So I'm going to add this, and we're going to connect. So you have to enter in your username. And it's going to ask you if you want to connect your certificates. Go ahead and click continue. And now it is like we're remote desktop. So for adjusting your printing settings, the easiest thing to do, since we've already checked our printer box, is to go to Settings and Devices and Printers, Printers and Scanners. It's right here. Click on Add Printers and Scanners. And it should detect your local printer. I run a OfficeJet 5200 series. This is my local printer. So this is the one that we would use to print to. And that's how you set up a printer. You can also set it as your default while you're working from home. Now, I would warn you that if you're using a single user for multiple people, that you should ensure that they don't set a default printer, and if they connect multiple at-home printers to the server, that they pay attention because they might be printing sensitive information across a somebody else's printer at home. So, and that concludes our tutorial. If you have any questions, you can always open a ticket with our SpinUp crew on the control panel, and leave comment, like us, share us, and thanks for watching.